Again, I'd like to welcome all of you to another one of our opportunity meetings for pool funding. This is not our standard way of sharing the opportunity. Most of us are doing it just one-on-one with people, sharing our tools, our videos, our information, our documentation, our proofs, okay, and showing people that this is for real. And we are inviting people to receive money, right? How much better is that than trying to get people to buy something from you? So if you can get someone to agree to receive money, then you've got yourself a referral. Simple as that. You only need 4 referrals to work your way up to millionaire status. Okay. So at this point, what I'd like to do is give some time to some of our members. We got, a whole range here of members that are on the call with us right now. I know some of you are new looking at this pool funding for the first, for the first time. But I think you'd like to hear from some of them that are here. And I just kind of open that up to anybody who'd like to share what their experience has been like, whether you're new or old as a member inside of Pool Funding. Feel free to just unmute and tell us what's on your mind regarding pool funding. Who would like to go first? Who's going to be
I'll jump
first?
out.
Okay, Lisa. Lisa, okay. Let's have
Hello,
Lisa. Lisa share.
I've been in since the beginning of the American team, and I came in. I was I was the president of the No Friends Left NFL, and I brought in a handful of people, and they built the whole American team underneath them. So it only takes a few good people to make it work. And I've been in positive daily cash flow ever since then. That's been over a year ago. So, and lately in the $100 pool, that's fun. So anyone on the call that's not already involved, come swim with us. It's fun, and we got an amazing community as well. So
All right,
thank you, Ace.
I appreciate that, Lisa. Lisa mentioned that she was the president of the No Friends Left Club, the NFL club, right? No Friends Left, because she has been kind of, jumping around from one opportunity to the next until she found pool funding. And as a result, she wasn't really, having a positive experience until she came into pool funding, and then she felt like her credibility was very, very low. But even though she told me that when I first met her, right? I could have said, okay, you don't have any friends. See you. Next person, please. Right. But instead, what I did with her, because I actually had a chance to let her know the vision of pool funding before there was an American team. She was to be the beginning of it. And I said, Lisa, uh, I think you need to believe in yourself a little bit more than what you're doing right now. And you'll realize that with pool funding, as new as it might be, it's going to be that kind of opportunity that you've been looking for, and other people are also looking for it. And so, give it a try, and I'll be there to back you up 100%. Have I kept my promise, Lisa?
You sure did.
I backed you
And
up.
yep, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, now you've got you literally have a team of thousands of people technically below you. So it's really spread out.
Yep,
Oh,
all
Not
from
not to
just a few
mention
key
she's
people. Hmm?
not to mention the fact that she's got thousands of friends in pool funding.
yeah, a whole bunch. Right. See, you're not the president of the No Friends Left Club anymore. You can't be president if you have friends. Okay. You got too many friends to be in that club anymore. Okay.
Well, Greg's one of the best.
He is one of the best. Greg, you want to put your 2 cents in?
Yeah, I just want to talk about the people. So I joined pool funding last year, about a year, almost a year ago, and I was impressed first of all by Ace's wisdom. That was the first thing that impressed me. And then over the weeks and months that I've been in, I've been so impressed with all the members. Everybody is so warm, inviting, and helpful. And I've gotten help with minor pool funding or mainly MetaMask issues. That have popped up from time to time,
I
and
mean,
they have just been
technology comes
absolutely
easy for you,
wonderful.
right? Technology is super easy for
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
right?
I'm like Mr. Technology. Stay away from me.
You're still trying to read the book Technology for Dummies. You just haven't got through the book yet. So okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's never been my forte. My field is health promotion, and I've been a personal trainer and I've been a weight loss coach, and I just didn't need that so much. So anyway, I just wanted to shout out to the people that are here, and I'm going to sort of throw it over to a member because Miss Karen Stoyles has been incredibly helpful for me, and I'm actually going to probably ask her help tomorrow after my day job. But Karen, you want to say a word?
All right. Great pass off there, Greg. Hello,
Well,
Karen.
hi, Greg. I guess we're getting together tomorrow.
If it's okay with you.
Yeah, that's no problem. I was introduced to pool funding by Ken Russo, who was also on the call tonight. And the first thing he did was arrange a Zoom with Ace. And we spent a fair amount of time on that Zoom, and Ace answered every question that I had. He was open, he was transparent. He made me feel very comfortable with my decision to join pool funding, me being the vice president of the No Friends Left Club. So, and man, I had no experience with crypto. I knew what a MetaMask wallet was. I actually had one on my browser, but I had never gone past downloading it and storing my 12-word seed phrase securely. But hey, here we are almost a year later, and I am loving what I'm doing. I am doing things that I never thought I would be doing before, like helping others with issues that they're having with wallets, creating content, and having a blast with it and earning daily cash flow that I was not getting from any program that I had been in prior to pool funding. Not only am I getting daily cash flow, I am building long-term wealth with my pool funding coins. And I'm proud to say that I have coins in every pool and I'm looking forward to them continuing to grow in value. And I thank Ace for creating pool funding and being such a wonderful um, mentor, trainer, inspiration, and just an all around nice guy. So,
Here.
All right. Thank you so much, Karen. I appreciate you so much. And we live in a crazy world where, there's a whole bunch of special people kind of isolated, locked up in their own little corner of the world. And then this is going to be like a breakout party for the whole world. Pool funding is going to, my target is not, a few thousand people or a million people to join pool funding. My target is actually to be right up there with Facebook with 1 billion people using our system. And it's the beautiful thing is why not? If it doesn't cost anything to get started and you can receive $777 to begin with to start your journey with us, why would you say no? If you don't have time, don't tell me you don't have 2 minutes each day to do a simple activity that I think we could probably train a monkey to do. Uh, no, you can't use the time excuse either. Okay. So, there's no reason not to be a part of what we're doing, and we're going to grow big and with and a side benefit to all the wealth creation and cash flow is all the new friends we're all going to have around the world. So I'm looking forward to, as I'm a traveler, I'm looking forward to going around and meeting all of you, giving you big hugs and doing that in person. Speaking of which, someone I'm anxious to give a big hug to, Kathleen's got her hand up. Hello, Kathleen out of Texas. How you doing today?
Hello, how are you guys doing?
Hey, how are you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, super.
Yes.
I'm
Hello.
doing super.
Okay. I just want to say that I came into pool funding, gosh, it's almost 10 years ago, but I know it hasn't been that long. But at least almost a year, I think. And I was doing pretty well, had some success, but then some people decided to do something else, and so I'm still in the, what can I say? I'm still, trying to get people interested in the program.
Yeah.
But the coming to the training has helped me in a lot of things. And I have always believed in the fact that our lives are predestined. And so I think about my destination and the road to on the road of my destination. Sometimes you kind of veer to the left and then to the right and you get back on the straight path. And I believe that I'm going to find my path again. I really do believe, and if I feel like if I continue the trainings and just listen, because I'm a pretty quiet person. I'm kind of like Ace. I'm one of those people that kind of go into myself until I find something exciting, and then I like to share it. But you still get people looking at you like you're strange, but that's okay because it's not their cup of tea, so to speak. So I just keep moving. I keep going on, and I have to remind myself that my life is predestined and that somewhere on this road I am going to get there. So don't count me out, guys,
Amen.
because I'm there, and I have a great upline. I've been with Ken for years. He's been my upline person, a sponsor in a lot of programs. So, and he has the programs that he was sponsored that I've been in. And so through funding, I said, oh, okay, I'll put Ken with them. Well, yeah, I'll take that up. So I really like the program. So I'm going to do everything I can to make it work for me and for others. And I am also a member of the NFL. I have no friends and family left. They just won't do what I'm doing. So they think I'm crazy. They think I should be retired and sitting somewhere rocking, I guess. But that's not me. I don't rock. I roll. So I'm going to
Yeah,
continue to roll and I'm going to continue on my journey. And believe me, don't count me out. I'll be there.
good message.
I love it. I love it. Well, I see big things in you. I see things in you you don't yet see in yourself, Kathleen, but you'll get there. And trust me, all's well that ends well. That's what I always say. So I'm glad that you're one that hangs in there. I'm glad you've come in and actually, accumulated some coins, so you have a long-term benefit from that.
I did, and it was
That
fun. And even,
that
you know,
one
even
that one thing you can't lose, right? So
that's true. And when I was making that daily pay, that was really good. I really enjoyed that. So I know that it does work.
yeah.
And plus I like you as a teacher, Ace. You will let us know. Sometimes you're a little rough when you let us know about ourselves. But I said, okay, I'll take that. But I'm good. I'm gonna keep going.
All right, love you. Thank you. All right, let's move on to Rosalie. I happen to be living here in the beautiful Philippines. I say I live in paradise. I've been here since 2012. Rosalie is Filipino. So let's hear from the other side of the world, hear from most of you, from Rosalie. She's got her hand up. Go ahead, Rosalie.
Hi, good evening, everyone in
Good
America or
evening.
whatever in other side of the world.
Good
And
evening.
magandang umaga sa mga Pilipino na nandito ngayon. Okay, I'm very proud of you guys na nag-join kayo sa pool funding. Anyway, I hope that my story in pool funding can enlighten or can give a meaning to to new, okay, to all the newcomers here. So I started my pool funding since July last year, so I almost 1 year now, and I'm very proud and happy that I am one of the member in pool funding actually. So when I started here, I was invited by pool match me actually. So what is pool match me all about? So I don't know. I'm waiting for almost 2 months until my sponsor is calling me and sponsored me in $1 pool. So $1 pool is a little bit na big money in the Philippines, and that is 58 pesos in the Philippines at that time. Now So I'm very excited. So until um, I joined the training, online training, but I was amazed on the compensation plan and the strategy of the um pool funding actually. So how, because it is very unique and I never see or never heard like this before. No, I am in my background. I'm in the sales and marketing. Although I'm a computer science in profession, but I was in the marketing side. But my business was broke, so I go for some online. Okay, now when I started here, I have only around three members in $1, but I'm not quitting because I know that one day I can get my dream in pool funding. So until my friends, actually I share it to my friends, my family, and they don't believe me. And that's the marketing actually, in your friends something, or your they don't believe you sometimes. But I get from my team, I get my team uh, from a connection that I don't know. So anyway, I decided to join the onboarder team because I want to learn more, and I want, because the I like the pole funding way, so I need to learn more so that I can get a big unit in my part. So because I believe that learning is I mean, knowledge is the best weapon that we have in our what's that, in our market, in our community, right? So how we can share to the people. Now after that, I was sad when we get something like we stop for 3 weeks at the time. But when we open up again, I'm very excited because some of my friends who are not who are in they told me that, can you be my can you be my sponsor? So, oh, why not? So I'm excited because at the time the $100 pool will be open. I'm excited and a little bit sad because I cannot afford to get the $100, right? And one day my referral said, let's go for the 100. I don't know. I don't have money for that. So I go for the $10 only. So the first, when we start again in November, I start in $1 and the $10. And my sponsor is very nice, very kind. Uh, he lent me 100 to start in $100 pool, and I'm very happy on that because my referral said, oh, yes, we can connect to the $100 pool. Now I'm very proud to say that I have actually I have 15 member in my team. Okay, and although we are doing what we are doing something like a recycle, but we earning around $1 every day. Okay, so because that is only very affordable for us, so I'm very happy on that. But the thing is, I'm earning every month for it because we agreed that we will pay each other every month rather than to pay every day. So I hope that this strategy also can help you guys. So I'm maintaining my 15 people from America, from Canada, and Panama also. They are there, and from Philippines. And now my Philippine team is I have only 3 people from Philippines, but they are growing a lot actually. So I don't know the rest. And every Saturday we have also, if you have a Filipino friends, guys, and then they want a Filipino Zoom, they can attend my Zoom at every Saturday at 8 o'clock in the Philippine time, 8 a.m. EST time at the time. Now, that is my story in pole funding, and now I'm still doing. Um, I'm happy because I was already I can pay my bills already monthly. I can pay my rent. I can pay my uh, internet. I have a good internet already now because I can pay that because of pool funding. And I'm looking very soon that I can connect for the 1,000 so that I will be a millionaire too. Even I will be the first millionaire, but it is in the Filipino, in a peso way, not in a dollar, right? But still a million. We are talking about millions, right? So sorry guys, but I will be the first millionaire.
Don't be
But it is
sorry.
in a peso. Yeah, it is in a peso, not in a dollar. Okay, so that's my story in poll funding, and until now, I believe Ace is a very nice person. Anytime I can connect to him, anytime he call me, and I'm very proud that he is here in the Philippines. And one day I can go to the place of Ace and bring my team over there and do something that this is my team. I want to share to you, sir, that this is my team in the Philippines. Now we are around. If I'm not mistaken, under my two people here, which my direct referral, I have around. I'm not. Uh, I'm not mistaken. We are 200 plus people.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I don't know if I don't know, but everybody they are in my group. I have four groups in Messenger, and sometimes I can be confused. Oh, where I am. So they are there asking me, and then but anyway, we don't know each other, but we are connecting each other in Messenger, and I'm happy if I can. Although I'm alone to talk to them, but they are very resourceful also, because they are although they are here, some others are here also. So I told them to attend whatever Zoom in a meeting in English, so that they will know what is an update. But I always keep them update every Saturday if we have Zoom, and every time, every other day also, if I have time, if I want to share right away the update of Mr. Fletcher, and I will share it to them. So I am conducting a Zoom also. So tonight, I promised them that I will be conducting a Zoom meeting tonight at 8 o'clock in the evening, because of the update about 777. So that's all, guys. I'm happy that I'm here. Sir Ace, thank you very much for creating this platform for the Filipino, which I know that it will help us, and I hope that for uh, for our team around the world, I hope my story in pool funding, it's not so detailed, but I hope you inspired it, because from nothing, but now I can pay my rent, everything, the bills that I have. And my son can say, oh, and my son say that, oh, mama, I can lend you and give me 50% interest. And right away, yes, okay, I will.
Powerful.
Something like that. So see, I can pay my bills now, and before I'm so struggling actually last year, but now thank you very much, and thank you, Sir Ace. Thank you, God first, because he giving me the full funding, and thank you, Sir Ace, because you are the founder here, and thank you very much for creating this platform, or and helping the Filipino, and everybody, not only the Filipino, but all people in the world. Okay, thank you very much, guys. I hope you inspired me now. That's all.
Wow. Well, I appreciate all that you said there. There was a lot. There's a lot to unpack, actually. But I want to focus on something. Poverty is real. It's not just real in the Philippines, it's real in the US, it's real everywhere. But it is so obvious how real it is in the Philippines. The minute I start driving anywhere, any road, anywhere, it's just evident. Put things in perspective, the Philippines is made up of 7,000 islands. Okay. It's east of the mainland. So like, you got China and Thailand and whatnot on the mainland. And we're east of that. And there's 100 million people living here in the Philippines. Okay. That's a lot of people. Half of them, that are adults, so let's talk about the 18-year-old and older. Okay. And let's say working age, 18 to maybe 18 to 65, that range. Half of that group makes less than $10 a day. Okay. Half of that group, so half of that 100 million. And there are people that have no job, right? So they make nothing, or they don't even have anything way to bring money in at all. So Filipinos are great in that they work with each other and somehow survive together, right? And if someone has money, they take care of each other. It's very common to see like the office worker, is living in the city in like a bed space. Maybe they pay $30 a month for it, you know, and it's basically just a bed. That's their, where they live. They have a place, and they maybe four or five of them are in a room. They each have their own bed, bunk beds, that kind of thing, and then they have a job at the office, and but they live cheap, right? For that $10 a day they might be earning out of that office job, and then they send a large portion of that back to the people out on the rice farm, okay, their family, because that's what takes care of the family back on the rice farm, because they're not making enough money. The economics in the countryside like that, as a rice worker, you make like $3 a day. Okay, I'm gonna just hope you. I'm hoping to paint a picture here, guys.
Lord.
We're offering a $777 offer globally, including everyone in the Philippines. That's a lot of money. $777 is a lot of money in the Philippines, okay? For someone that might be used to seeing $3 to $10 a day for hard work, whether it's in an office or the rice farm or something in between. So I see pool funding as a solution to end poverty. That's what I see. That's my vision. That's why I want to get so big. I want this idea to spread, because the world's changing quickly, and if we can adapt to it by unification, we do it in a loving way, right? We do it the right way. Like I started with the video, the long spoon video. That's the first thing I showed you today before I turned the recording on. The parable of the long spoons. So that's our inspiration. Okay. And yes, our giveaway can work all around the world. And we just started this giveaway a couple of days ago. So it's brand new. So Rosalie and others, they've had to work their way up, and they've had to basically been the pathfinders. But thank God for these pathfinders, they cleared a path wide enough that we could create a giveaway. Right? How about that? Very, very powerful. So through our march forward, we're going to be able to change the world in a positive way. And I see a world in the future that is free of poverty. What do you guys think about that quest? Can you guys get behind me on that quest to
Get
end
on
poverty
board.
around the world?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone, if you're a human being, everyone should live, be able to live in dignity, honestly. With all the technology we have, and there's no reason for that not to be the case. Jeffrey, I'm glad you're putting your hand up, buddy. Share what's on your mind.
It's going to be quick, and it's got to be brief after Rosalie's Oscar-winning positivity pump-up speech
I
there.
love it. Okay.
Really good, man. That's beautiful. No, it's like Karen, my sponsor, said in one of the videos. $31, $30 a month, or it was $90 a month. That's $90 a month. That's life changing for half the world.
Half the world.
And my vision, my big vision, I always haven't had it, but was world hunger. We need to win. Nobody needs to go hungry in this world. We got enough here to do.
The truth of the matter is, we'll conquer hunger before we conquer poverty, because it's a smaller number.
Right.
Yeah.
It's part of it, though.
It is part of it. It's a serious part. It's where we should put our attention first. Yeah. Ending hunger.
That's all I had. And thank you for inventing the vehicle that might solve that. I mean, it is that big. It is that big. So thank you.
Here we go. Now, I know there are some here that I don't recognize your name or your face on our call here, so you're probably a guest. Feel free to unmute and say hello if you want to. I don't bite. I'm really nice, as you've heard from many here say today, that I'm really easy to talk to. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on the presentation. Did we do a good job for you today? Did we help you understand, you know, how wonderful the opportunity of pool funding is, you know, or you tell us you didn't like it. I'm open to that too. I'm open to anything. So if you're brand new, never seen us before, and you know, you're welcome to talk to me now because I'm here and this is an interactive call.
Please, please.
Going once, going
Come on.
twice. Okay. I'm not surprised, you know. Our normal way of doing this is one-on-one, and that's a very like, you know, that's just a very comfortable environment. You know, I know a lot of people you have fears of public speaking, and even on this the dislocated situation with Zoom, it's still kind of like public speaking. So people have that fears. It's the most common fear in the world, right? So anyway, I get it, and it's okay if you don't want to speak. But I will tell you this that you're not just going to join your sponsor when you come into pool funding. You're going to be joining a group of people who actually care about you, and they don't even know you yet, but they care. And that's what we're creating. More than anything else, we're creating care because care is how we make this thing bigger. And we all know that. So know that you won't be alone. You'll be surrounded by people that care, and that's huge. Sherry Anderson, you're kind of new. You're out of Australia, right? You're not real new, but you're kind of new. When did you join?
Yeah, I've been here about nearly 6 months now, actually.
Oh, it's been 6 months. How time flies.
Mm. I have actually Raquel on the call today, and I've just thrown her totally into the deep end. So everyone, welcome Raquel. She's on here somewhere.
Welcome, Raquel.
Welcome, Raquel.
Welcome,
Hi,
Raquel.
Raquel.
Welcome.
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Instant friendships here for you, Raquel. That'll be a benefit for you.
It's nice to meet you all. I'm from the US. I'm from Michigan, and me and Sherry's talked a little bit here and there on Messenger, and I've been in a few things online and kind of still trying to find my way. But yeah, this is sounding pretty interesting, so I can't wait to see where this goes.
You ready? Are you ready to
So-
receive 777 to get started? Are you ready to receive?
Yeah, that's kind of amazing. I've never had anybody offer me money to start something. So,
Exactly. That sets us apart, right? So that's
Yeah.
huge. So I look forward to getting to know you out of Michigan. You won't be the first person from Michigan, but you know, I'm looking forward to getting to know you there as well.
well, awesome. I'm looking forward to getting to know everybody on here. So yeah,
Right.
nice.
But by the way, do you have 2 minutes a day you can put towards this? You got 2 minutes?
Definitely.
So we're going to give you money and you got the 2 minutes. I think this is going to work out great for you. Okay, let's do it.
All right, awesome.
All right, welcome to Pool Funding.
Thanks.
All right, we got Ken here. Ken's been mentioned multiple times in the meeting today, so he's got his hand up. What's on your mind, Ken?
Hey, everybody. Hi, Raquel. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Nice to meet you.
Where do you reside in Michigan, if I may ask?
I'm more in the upper part of Michigan, not all the way up there, but pretty dang close. So it still kind of feels like winter around here.
You're a Uper?
Not completely a Uper. I'm right on the lake on the side, on the corner of the glove, if you know what Michigan looks like. Yeah.
Right.
I'm probably about 4 hours away from the UP.
I live in Chicago, which is why I'm wondering where you're located. I'm very familiar with Michigan.
Yeah, I'm over by like Silver Lake area. If you heard of Silver Lake in Michigan.
Yes, I've done a lot of canoeing and camping up in that area.
Yeah, I live in a tourist town, so we thrive on the summers here.
So Raquel, my question to you is, I assume you participated in other opportunities?
Yeah, yes, I have. I've never dealt with Bitcoin or anything like this before, so this is going to be a learning experience for me.
It's There is a learning curve, but it's certainly not rocket science. But let me ask you one important question. In all of the opportunities, have you ever seen one where with just 2 referrals, you could earn $30,000 a month?
No, that I have not heard of.
That's what we talk about, the potential of becoming a millionaire, but I like to start out with the basics.
30,000.
We can start with the $1 to get involved here, a $1 pool, right? We scale up.
Yeah.
When we get into the $10 pool with just 2 referrals, we're earning $300 a month, which for some folks is a godsend. With the same team and with only 2 referrals, when we scale up to the $100 pool, we're making $3,000 a month, right?
Yeah.
You're following me so far. I don't know how long you've been involved with pool funding, but I just want you to understand the potential and what we can achieve with just 2 referrals. 2 referrals in the $100 pool, $3,000 a month. Get another referral, $6,000 a month, and so on. And then when the $1,000 pool comes, that's when we can start talking about becoming a millionaire. I don't like to start the conversation with something that may be unrealistic for a lot of folks. So I like to break it down in the basics. And when you introduce folks, I suggest you might want to do the same, because the first thing they have to realize is that just 2 motivated folks is all it takes to change your life. And once you've achieved those first goals, $30 a month, $300 a month, now you've got the success story that you and they can share with others. And that's the beauty. And for me, that's the beauty of pool funding. Everything else is icing on the cake. You know, the coins that ACE has created with the long-term vision, but the daily cash flow is what everybody needs. And I've never seen a project where it's easier to achieve daily cash flow than it is with pool funding. It's just a bit hard for folks to understand at first, because it's totally out of the box program. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before. And that's how I approach it. And I'm just wondering what others might think of beginning with the basics.
Well, you've had a lot of success in pool funding, no doubt about that. Ken, how many people have you personally sponsored so far?
I've got 7 persons.
You got 7 of them so far, so you got more than 2. You're getting there, and you know, you got a really big team down below that. So you know, from there, it just spawns, doesn't it? And so it doesn't matter if you got a small team of 2 people, big team of you personally sponsored 20 or whatever. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that everybody can win, because if the small guy wins, everybody wins. And see, pool funding is made so even the small guy can win, right? And we talked about this 777 giveaway. Some people might be thinking, does that mean I gotta come up with 7? No, 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 no. We have a bucket over here called the system. And in this system over here, it will provide for all of us. It will provide for all of us to just keep giving and giving and giving, right? And if you look at our market caps on what's available, we're already in, the tens of billions of dollars, okay, in our market cap. So it's a pretty big bucket. We got plenty of room already to just give. And so people don't have to necessarily be looking at themselves like they got to take $777 out of their own pocket and give to somebody, and then they got to take out of their pocket again $777 and give it to the next one. No, it's not coming that way. It's coming through the system. The system's like a bucket. You just pull out of the bucket. We all use the bucket. We pull out of the bucket, and that way we can expand quickly. And because of pathfinders like Ken, okay, and others, we got to this point where now we can launch a giveaway. So the giveaway's new, and we're strong enough to support it now. We already have about 1,500 people making daily payments in the $100 pool. So think about that. Okay, that's powerful. So we already have something that's working in that pool, and we've launched the $1,000 coin. It's called PFG, which stands for Pool Funding Gold. We just launched that coin about a week ago. It's skyrocketing. Okay, like if you're new, you won't believe how much it is. It's a big number already in the first week, and it's adding to that bucket. It's adding to that market cap, and we're going to open up the $1,000 pool soon. But we want to hit our price target for pool funding gold before we open up the pool. But a lot of you are ready already. I can tell. Get in that $1,000 pool, and I think Ken, you're one of those people that's excited to get at that level. And get one or two people to come along with you, right?
Oh my God, yes.
Life is so much better in Chicago when you got money.
I bet.
Not so good if you don't. All right, so thank you all for coming out to another one of our opportunity meetings. We do this every Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's just a supplement to what we normally do in sharing pool funding. We normally just kind of do it one-on-one, And with a giveaway like we got right now, you can approach everyone. You can approach people that maybe on the low scale, and you can approach people all the way in the high scale, okay? I feel comfortable talking to people on the high scale, so I'm actually talking to millionaires. I'm talking to people who are running sell shops. I'm already reaching out to them. People I don't know, I'm already reaching out to people that I don't know. And but the thing is, you can talk to anyone, okay? I just find that it takes less of my time to work with people up here than the people down here. So, it's about time for me. But we want to help as many people as we can. And as this spreads around the world and we get as big as Facebook, like imagine 1 billion of us in pool funding together. We get that big, we'll have collective bargaining power. We'll have our own, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to have our own, private jet, situation. You know what I'm saying? Probably a partnership. Okay. And we'll have just everything you can imagine. We're gonna be like like an Amazon, starting with digital products and services first of all. We'll start in the digital space, but a membership can be considered digital. What if you could get yourself into a private jet membership? That's digital, right? And what if what you spent on your coin to get access to flying around in a jet? What if because of the elevation of the coin going up and up and up, what if it cost you $500? You ended up taking a flight, that cost $30,000, but out of your pocket, you literally only spent $500 to be on a private jet for a couple
Very
hours.
willing.
And
Very willing.
I'm excited to that, Sir Ace, because I have already 3,500.
and coming back to you, Rosalie. You mentioned that, hey, you're here in the Philippines. I'm in the Philippines. You want to meet me? And I'm open to that. In fact, we should probably, even have side conversations about that. I'm in a place called Los Baños. Rosalie, why do they call it Los Baños here?
Actually, sir, I'm not familiar for Laguna, actually, no, because I'm from Davao City and my family is from Isabela, Cagayan and Region 2. So in Laguna, I'm not so familiar on it. So, but
Well,
I was in Los Baños a few months ago. I mean, last year. And even in Calamba, I was there also.
oh,
I
okay.
was also, yeah, I go there. Los Baños, Calamba, Pagsanhan, what else? Santa Cruz, Binyan.
Yeah, right
I've
in
been
there,
part on that
right in the
area.
area. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Los Baños, it means the baths, right? But in Spanish, it's and a lot of times, like you say, I'm going to go to La Baño, right, which would be the bathroom, right? But we're not a bathroom. We're known for the hot springs, okay? So
Yes.
so this place here is a resort town, where there's just you can throw a rock and hit a resort. They're so close, they're everywhere, and resort after resort after resort of hot spring resorts where um, the swimming pool is full of hot water. right? Not just a jacuzzi, but the pool itself is coming from the hot springs, being filled with naturally heated up water from the earth, from Mother Earth. And I've had a number of parties where I took advantage of this resort or that resort, but there's easily I can bring in 30 people, make sleeping arrangements for 30 people easily. I've done it multiple times already. So we maybe work something out like some kind of a team trip, and you have to win it, and you get to be one of the 30 people that get to come to spend time with me in a resort for a day or two. Overnight stay. We can karaoke together. You can hear my version of Hotel California.
I'm a karaoke king.
And we can swim in the warm waters together and splash and have fun together and have a good old Filipino time.
I can beat you, Dad, sir. I can beat you in Hotel California, maybe.
Well, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. But the point is that since you're so local to me, that's definitely a real possibility for us to come together. So we'll have some side conversations about that. And I'm also prone and I like the idea of bringing people to the Philippines, right? So as you guys, get real serious with what we're doing here, we'll work out things for you to come, even if it's just you're just you coming and spend some time with me, or we group you together and have like an event or a contest. These are all real possibilities. And of course,
Sign me up for that trip, Ace.
I'll be traveling. Yeah, I'll be traveling too quite a bit, and then there'll be chances to meet with me all over the world. So exciting times that we're in right now. It's very exciting. Launching this giveaway, I think, is going to be a game changer for pool funding, and I have my eye on 1,000 people a day coming into pool funding real soon. Like I think we're going to hit that breakthrough this month. In the month of April, 1,000 people a day coming in. It'll happen this month, and it'll just grow from there. 1,000, 2,000 a day, 5,000 a day. It's going to grow like crazy. We got a big bucket. We're all using the same bucket, and everybody's, so this is going to work for everyone. All right. Okay. So let me wrap it up again here. So again, thank you for coming to another one of our opportunity meetings. We do on Tuesday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be back here next Tuesday, but before that, we have a training that's coming up on Thursday, same time, 9:30, and a different Zoom link for that one. But if you want to get connected, get into our Telegram group, okay? Talk to your sponsor about that. Make sure you're in that Telegram group so you can get the updates and the links to the Zoom meetings and all that. And then I'm open to all of you having direct access to me on Telegram as well. At least at this time, I'm open to that, okay? And so feel free to reach out to me directly, okay? And watch out for the guy that's pretending to be me. The guy that's pretending to be me will never come out on camera, but I will, so watch out for the one guy that's that's kind of out there trying to take advantage of people because he's using my picture saying that he's me, but he's not. Watch out for that guy. Anyway, thank you all again for coming, and we'll go ahead and close this our traditional way of just everybody saying bye for now. We can all unmute and say bye for now.
Bye for now.
Bye for now, sir.
Hey, for now, welcome to pool funding.
Nice
Bye
evening,
for now.
everyone.
Oh boy.
Positive meeting. Positive.
Hasta la vista.